Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Grammar Made Easy. Today we are going to discuss modal verbs in their active and passive forms. In this slide you can see a list of modal verbs. We are not going to discuss the function of modal verbs in detail. We are going to discuss how to convert sentences having modal verbs into passive forms. Let's get started. In the first example, modal verb should is used. You should send this letter immediately. This letter is the object which will go to the subject place. So we can say this letter, and then the same modal verb should be used there, should, and be is to be added in sentences. So the sentence will be, this letter should be sent by you immediately. You can also say, this letter should be sent immediately. You can omit by you from the sentences. I have already discussed this point in my earlier videos. Look at the second example. You can reach me at 055-346118. This is the object. It should go to the subject place. Me will change into I as a subject. I can be reached at 055-346118. You can also read the structure of sentence in passive form. In the third example, modal verb ought to is used. Someone ought to clean this floor. This floor is the object, so here it has taken the subject place. The floor ought to be cleaned. If you look at the structure of these sentences in passive form, after the modal verb we need to add be in sentences. He will complete the project next year. The project will be completed next year. You can say by him, or you can omit it. Scientists must find a treatment for COVID-19. A treatment is the object. A treatment must be found by scientists for COVID-19. Look at example number 6. You have to submit the assignment tomorrow. The assignment has to be submitted by you tomorrow. Sentence number 7 says, he will call his family for financial support. His family will be called by him for financial support. In this sentence, his family is the object, so it will go to the subject place. And as I have already told, that you need to put that modal verb followed by be and past participle form of the verb. Negative sentences we add not. Look at example number 1. He could not speak Spanish fluently. Spanish is the object here, so it will take the subject place, Spanish, and this is the modal verb which should be put there after the subject. Spanish could not. You shouldn't miss this point that we need to add this not after the modal verb. Spanish could not be spoken by him fluently. The next example is, people cannot control the weather. The weather cannot be controlled by people. The third example, you may boil vegetables or eat them raw. Actually, there are two verbs. If you look at this, we have boil, the main verb, and here another verb that is eat. So both of them have to be changed into past participle forms. Look at this sentence now. Vegetables may be boiled or eaten raw. Modal verbs are also used in another form. In some sentences you will see have with modal verbs. For example, look at this sentence, I should have started the job. The structure of this kind of sentence is that we have a modal verb, we have, and the past participle form of the verb. So how to change it? Take the same object to the subject place, the job, and whatever the modal verb is used, that modal verb should be put after the subject and then have, but you have to add been in sentences. So this sentence will be, the job should have been started by me. Look at the second one, they may have helped the aged. The aged may have been helped by them. The third one, the police might have killed the robber. The robber might have been killed by the police. So this is so easy, there is no difficulty at all in this structure. Negatives. In negative sentences, as I have told you that we have not after the modal verb, and it should have the same place even in the passive form. For example, I should not have started the job. The job should not. As you see here we have should and followed by not, and it's the same here in the passive form. Should not. And after that have, and as you know that if we have should and have, we need to add been in sentences. So the job should not have been started by me. Look at the second example. You ought not to have driven the car. The car ought not to have been driven by you. Please check the position of not in negative sentences. This is what we had to discuss today in this video. I'd like to ask you something. Please, in the comment section, let me know the problem areas where you face problems, and I'd love to make a video on that topic. Thank you for listening. Good luck.